Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Valencia and today we're going to be doing a pink cut crease. First we're going to prep our skin and we're going to apply translucent powder. Before you apply your translucent powder, you want to make sure that you moisturize your skin first. After you moisturize your skin and you put your translucent powder on, I'm using Airspun. You want to set your face with your setting spray. I'm using Wet n Wild's. After that, you're going to make sure that you fan that out completely before you go ahead and you put on your primer. Now, the primer that I'm using is from Maybelline. This whole video is going to be Drugstore. I use nothing but Drugstore products. I've never shopped at Sephora. I'm usually more of a budget kind of girl. So yeah, this is very affordable. It's a very affordable routine for anyone who would want to try this, and anyone can get their hands on it. So after you apply your primer, you're going to want to set your face with translucent powder. And then after that, we're going to do our eyebrows. I'm filling my eyebrows in and lining them with brown eyeshadow. Yes, brown eyeshadow. I feel like eyeshadow is more forgiving than to use a pomade or a pencil. I've tried using the other ones. I like them, but I prefer using eyeshadow more. And then after I go in with the brown eyeshadow. I go in with a black eyeshadow to darken my eyebrows, and then I just go ahead and make sure I brush through and make sure that everything is filled in properly. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna carve out your eyebrows with your concealer. I'm using a concealer from Covergirl. I'll have everything listed in the description bar down below. I'm using this Wet n Wild brush to carve out my eyebrows. I got this brush from Dollar Tree, so it only cost me $1. I got a lot of my brushes from Dollar Tree. That concealer actually cost me, I think, $8 if I'm not mistaken. I'm just gonna go in and blend out my concealer with my beauty blender, and then after I do that, I'm gonna repeat the same thing on the other eye. I just want you to keep in mind as well that this concealer does dry down very fast. So I do suggest working one eye at a time. If not, it's going to be 10 times harder and you're not going to be able to blend it out. It's going to be 10 times harder to blend it out. After you blend out your concealer on your eyes with your beauty blender, you're going to set it into place before you sit there and you start to put on eyeshadow. So now we're working with this eyeshadow palette. We're going to first take the light pink shade and we're going to blend that into our crease. And we're just going to make sure that it's nice and diffused. After that, we're going to take a darker pink shade and we're going to put that into our crease to deepen it up. And after that, we're going to go back and forth with both of the brushes that we used, picking up a little bit of the first shade that we used to diffuse the darker pink shade. And we're going to keep doing that until it's a nice gradient effect. You want everything to be seamless. You don't want it to be harsh. You also want it still to be pigmented, so that's why you have to go back and forth and darkening the crease whenever you need to, and blending it out with the lighter pink shade that we used in our crease in the first place. Now, before we put our lid shade on, we're going to cut our crease. I'm doing a half cut crease today. I'm not going to cut my crease all the way. I'm going to then blend out the concealer a little bit at the end so it goes into the eyeshadow in my crease seamlessly. Now we're gonna go in with that darker pink shimmer shade in the outer part of the cut crease in the palette, and then afterwards we're going to go into the lighter pink, the more metallic kind of iridescent pink. We're gonna take that and we're gonna put that in our inner corner, in the inner part of the cut crease, and making sure that we take it inside the inner corner as well, and we blend it into the other color that we had just put down. Then I'm taking my pigment from MAC called Tan. That's the only thing that I don't use. That's Drugstore. I actually got this when I used to work at Macy's. It was $10. We're gonna take that, we're gonna put it inside our inner corner. Then we're also gonna put it on our brow bone to make it pop, just make it shimmer. Then we're going to add our lashes and our liner off camera. I'm just cleaning up what I messed up because I had to clean underneath my eye to sharpen my eye look. Now I'm applying my foundation on top of my beauty blender. The foundation that I am using is from Maybelline. It's the Maybelline Fit Me in 330. I'm just going to blend that out. Don't mind my forehead. I did fix that after the video. You'll see. Then we're going to do our concealer. Remember, when you're using this concealer, to do it one eye at a time. Take your time, blend it out, make sure that it's evenly blended. I absolutely love this concealer because it gives so much coverage and it's so beautiful underneath the eye. However, it does dry very quickly, so it's kind of hard to work with. I do suggest, if you have more drier skin, I suggest you skip the first part of how I prep, and I suggest that you put your primer where you need to put it. Wherever you get oily at, make sure that you moisturize, and I would then use it, because for some reason it tends to work more easier when I don't do the first step that I was doing while I was prepping. Then we're going to conceal our nose, we're going to conceal our forehead, we're going to do our chin. We're going to blend it out after, and then afterwards we are going to set it and bake it. Make sure that you get in between your eyebrows, and you make sure your eyebrows are properly blended in the front and it's not so harsh. If you want, just tap your beauty blender slightly over the front of your eyebrow to make it fade in more. It's not really good to have harsh boxy eyebrows, and make sure if you feel like you put too much concealer, you can also use your spoolie and just brush it out again, and make sure you just clean up the little bits that you left after brushing out your eyebrows. Next, I'm going to set my face with my Maybelline Fit Me powder in 330. Then after that, I'm going to bake. I'm going to bake underneath my eyes. First, I'm going to press out any creases that I may have. When you bake underneath your eye, make sure that when you put the first layer on, that you blow the excess powder off of the beauty blender, and then you apply underneath your eye. And then after you have fully coated underneath your eye with the translucent powder, you go again over top with more translucent powder so that it's locked in and it's concealed. Now I'm going to do the same thing underneath my my mouth. Well, underneath my nose, which is above my mouth, my chin, and also my forehead. Now, while that's baking, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna contour. I'm gonna contour my face and bring the definition back to my face. I'm using another Wet n Wild brush. If you see a white brush, that is a Wet n Wild brush. They were all $1 and I got them from Dollar Tree. We're just gonna sculpt out our face doing the 3 shape motion, and then afterwards we're going to take away the translucent powder from underneath our eye and around our face where we're baking with the Maybelline Fit Me powder that we use to set our whole face, so we don't have that castly look to us. So it's more evened out, if anything, and you don't get flashback when you use flash. I'm also gonna contour my nose with this brush. I actually got some new brushes, and I actually have a new brush that I use to contour my nose with that I actually love. You'll see that in the next video. And I also got that from Amazon. It was, I believe, $12 or $13 for a set of 12 brushes. Don't quote me on that, but I will let you know in the next video. So yeah, now we're just going to stomp in the Fit Me powder. You don't want to sweep it across your face. You want to pat it into your face. That way you're not disturbing any of the makeup that you just finished applying to your face. You don't want it to be disturbed. You don't want it to smear. Just tap it into your face and it'll be fine. After that, you're going to spray your face with setting spray and take away all of the powdery look that you're gonna have after you apply all of that powder. It's very essential to sit there and set your face or mist your face after you've applied a whole bunch of powders. You're gonna fan it dry. After I do that, I'm gonna apply my highlighter first. This is my highlighter from Ruby Kisses. This highlighter, I believe, was $5. I'm using my fan brush that I got from Shop Miss A. Love this brush. I believe that brush was $1 as well. $1 or $2. It's so big and fluffy and so beautiful. I love it so much. So we're gonna sorry. So we're gonna highlight our nose. We're gonna highlight our forehead. We're gonna highlight our chin. We're gonna highlight our cheeks. After that, we're gonna apply our blush, and we're going to do it in that order. You're gonna contour, highlight, and then apply your blush so that you can blend your highlight and your contour together with the blush, so that your highlight isn't so streaky and you don't see that straight line of highlighter. And it makes it melt better. Let me just put it that way. It flatters it more. Now I'm just gonna reinforce my moles that I already have on my face so that you can see them again. With my eyeliner. That eyeliner is from Wet n Wild as well. I believe that was for $3. Now we're gonna do our lips. I'm using my angled brush from Wet n Wild, and I'm gonna line my lips with eyeshadow because eyeshadow is 10 times more forgiving than pencil or a pomade. I feel very much. We're just gonna line our lips. I want more of the powdery look, so I kind of underlined my lips a little more. I aligned it directly underneath my lips. I used this lipstick from Wet n Wild as well. I didn't quite like it. It was too pink for me. It's not the kind of pink I usually go for, so I topped it off with a different Wet n Wild pink lipstick, which muted it more for me to work with better. I'm using this lip gloss sample that I kind of took from my sister from her Ipsy bag a while ago. It smells delicious. I don't know what the name of it is, but yeah. So yeah, this is basically the finished look. Just do your hair, and yeah, this is it, guys. So I hope you like it, and I hope you enjoy. And I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye. Make you smile, baby.